As we all know, cars have been getting larger and larger over the years. These days, even a 5-seat SUV often needs to stretch beyond 5.2 meters just to satisfy buyers who want the biggest cabin possible. The downside is that many of these larger vehicles end up looking a bit too conservative or lacking personality. The car beside me, however, has grown in size without losing its stylish appearance. This is the all-new AVATR 07L. So, now that it's bigger, can it really deliver the spacious 5-seat experience people are looking for? And what exactly has changed? Let's take a closer look. A quick shout out to our automotive partner in China for sharing this video and helping make it possible. Thank you for your support. Hey everyone, it's Michael from Motor Torque. If you enjoy staying up to date with the latest automotive news, reviews, and industry updates, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss any of our exciting content. Thanks for watching, and let's get started. Starting with the exterior, the overall styling remains very similar to the current AVATR 07. It still carries the signature split headlight design that makes it instantly recognizable on the road. The biggest updates are found in the finer details. For example, the black trim on the lower front bumper has been redesigned with a more layered look, giving the front end a stronger visual identity. The same attention to detail continues along the sides. The black exterior accents have been revised, the sensor placement has been adjusted, and a black roof rack has been added. The lower side trim has also been reshaped to create a more layered appearance, adding greater depth and making the profile look more refined. Now let's talk about the dimensions. The AVATR 07L is now just under 5 meters long. Compared with the previous model, the overall length has increased by 85 millimeters, while the wheelbase has grown by 50 millimeters. These changes give the SUV more balanced proportions than before, especially around the rear section, making the overall shape look more natural and substantial. Another noticeable improvement is the door handles. The previous AVATR 07 used fully hidden handles, but the 07L switches to a semi-hidden design, making them much easier to use. On top of that, the addition of electric soft-close doors further enhances the premium experience. The rear of the vehicle is where you'll find the most obvious transformation. Instead of the split taillights used on the previous model, the 07L now features a full-width light bar that gives it a much more modern look and improves visibility. The lower lighting elements have also been redesigned, and the diffuser has received subtle refinements, making the back of the vehicle stand out even more. Personally, my favorite angle is the rear shoulder line because it gives the SUV a strong and muscular presence. Since the body has been extended, the cargo area has naturally become more spacious as well. The trunk now offers 735 liters of capacity. At first glance, it might not seem especially large, but that's because the cargo floor cover can be adjusted. When the cover is raised, the rear seats fold down to create a spacious bed-like layout. In this configuration, the usable length exceeds 2.8 meters, making the interior much more versatile. Lowering the cover increases the vertical storage space, allowing you to fit even more luggage. The rear seat backrests can also be adjusted electronically, making everything much easier to operate from the back. If there's one thing I'd like to see improved, it would be the trunk's power outlets. It already includes a 12-volt socket, but adding a 220-volt outlet would make it even more practical for everyday use. Beneath the lowered cargo floor, there's also a hidden storage compartment that's perfect for keeping items you don't use very often, such as an air pump. Overall, the larger trunk definitely boosts practicality, especially for family use. Moving inside, the cabin immediately feels familiar because it follows the overall design of the standard AVATR 07. It still delivers a futuristic atmosphere with its wraparound display and large central touchscreen, creating a strong sense of technology. The biggest interior updates are once again found in the details. The speaker covers on the doors feature a fresh new design, and the audio system has changed from Meridian to Huawei. Which one do you prefer, Huawei or Meridian? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. You'll also notice redesigned door release buttons and emergency door handles. Another welcome change is the cup holder area. It used to be open, but now it comes with a cover, allowing you to hide it away when it's not being used and giving the cabin a much cleaner appearance. One of my favorite interior touches is the matte gold trim. You'll find it not only on the steering wheel, but also around the small controls above the gear selector. It's nice to see these premium design elements carried over to the flagship L version. As for the model we're looking at today, it comes in a black and purple color combination, but there's also a brand new option featuring brick red paired with beige. That combination creates a much stronger visual contrast and makes a bold statement. In my opinion, it's a better fit for younger buyers who want something with a bit more personality. As for the equipment, there's really nothing to complain about. The vehicle includes a 4-liter refrigerator that can both cool and heat. While it's not particularly large, it's still a useful feature that's definitely better to have than not have.
Moving on to comfort, the front seats come packed with features, including ventilation, heating, and a massage function. They also offer a gravity assist mode, which adds an extra level of comfort and makes the overall seating experience feel even more premium. When it comes to technology, the biggest highlight is the switch to Huawei's HarmonyOS. That means the infotainment system feels smooth and responsive, so there's really no reason to worry about day-to-day usability. Now let's check out the cabin space. Since this model has grown in size, I've already adjusted the driver's seat to my normal driving position and lowered it as far as it will go. Even then, there's still well over a fist of headroom, so taller drivers shouldn't have any concerns about space. The flat-bottom steering wheel remains, but it doesn't block your view of the instrument display, which makes the driving position feel even more refined. In the back, the extra space is immediately noticeable. Thanks to the 50mm increase in wheelbase, rear passengers get significantly more legroom than before. Depending on your height, there's roughly 1 to 3 fists of space available, making the rear cabin feel much more comfortable. Another welcome upgrade is the redesign of the front seats. Instead of the previous one-piece design, they're now split, creating a more open feel and giving rear passengers better forward visibility. The rear seatbacks also recline much further, so finding a comfortable position on longer journeys is much easier and helps improve overall ride comfort. Safety and convenience have also received attention. The doors now feature clearly marked opening buttons and emergency release handles, making them easier to use if an emergency ever arises. The door panels themselves have been refined as well, and overall the attention to detail feels like a step above the previous flagship model. There's also a more practical layout for the controls. The touchpad has been repositioned beneath the air conditioning vents, making it easier to reach and more intuitive to use. Aside from these updates, the rest of the interior remains largely familiar compared with the standard AVATR 07. So if you're considering the larger AVATR 07L, the big question is whether the added space is enough for your needs. On the technology side, the 07L continues to use a roof-mounted LiDAR system, but this version has been upgraded to an 896-line unit, improving its sensing capability. It also features Huawei's Qiankun ADS intelligent driving system, along with the upgraded Huawei Qiankun all-domain collision avoidance system, giving the SUV stronger intelligent driver assistance performance. Safety has also been enhanced. The previous AVATR 07 came with 7 airbags, while the new 07L increases that number to 9. So both its active safety technologies and passive protection have been improved over the earlier model. Performance is another area where the upgrades are easy to notice. The AVATR 07L now uses a 3-motor all-wheel drive setup that produces a combined 712 kilowatts of power. As a result, it can sprint from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just 3.7 seconds, delivering seriously impressive performance. Range has improved as well. The longest range version now exceeds 700 kilometers under the CLTC testing standard, making it even more competitive for everyday driving and longer trips alike. Taking everything into account, including its performance, driving experience, technology, and driving range, the AVATR 07L does a convincing job of meeting the expectations for a large 5-seat SUV. It offers more space than before while keeping a generous list of features, including Huawei's HarmonyOS cockpit and the Huawei Qiankun intelligent driving system, giving it a well-rounded package overall. At the time this video was filmed, the official price hadn't been announced yet. The current AVATR 07 is priced between 200,000 and 300,000 yuan, which is roughly 33,000 pounds in the UK or around $44,300 in the United States. My expectation is that the AVATR 07L will come in slightly above the standard model. What do you think the final price will be? Let me know your prediction in the comments below. That's all for today's video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!